nighttime. I can't sleep, my pen's begging me to write rhymes. Stories of felonies despite time. I embrace the urge, on the tip of my tongue I taste the word. A story is born, my glorious song. Hip-hop cannot ignore me for long. I know a last man abused her, I can't refuse her. A lot of niggas use her, treat her like shit, even confuse her. She had class, now she's selling it all for cash. When Marley had her, her face was more pure, body fatter. Primo treated her good, made her the queen of my hood. She used to be out in Queens with DMC and in the rooftop with Big Fritz and RP. She was fly, she kept her shit tight. Joe P didn't go to jail, then she might have been slick Rick White. Disappeared a few years, she was
They've
stranded.
been able to get away with this for so long and still refuse to like release my inheritance, still refusing to give me my trust fund while I toil and labor, you know, live the life of a homeless man. Because, hey, they got me laid off from work. It's funny because if you go to American Guard Services and do an audit on their books, I think it's fair to say that I worked more hours than any other guard at that company during the time when I was at that company. But still couldn't make enough money to even get an apartment or to even feed myself like a regular person or to keep gas in my car. And I had to live on the streets while working 2 jobs, 7 days a week, 12 hours, and still basically starving while they live comfortably in my home. It's funny because I'm L.C. Raymond Graves Jr. Well, actually, I'm the third. When my grandfather died, well, before he died, he didn't want to die at the hospital. So I took care of him all the way up until his dying day. And then a little bit after my grandfather died, Lorenzo changed the locks at the house and didn't give me a key. Basically, they were telling me, you know, that I wasn't welcome at my grandfather's house anymore. So, since then, I've pretty much been living on the streets, out of my car that didn't work, while working 2 jobs, working my fingers to the bone, while constantly getting attacked at work. Random fights from just people just walk in and just basically attack me. I mean, sometimes I kick back and I think about my life and I say, man, I wouldn't wish my life on no human, no animal, no insect, because it's just basically 50 years, or 50 plus years of torture with no love, no money, no matter how hard I worked. You know, and while I was doing this, my family was kicking back, spending all my money. And they did this to the point where, like, I had no knowledge of the huge inheritance that I received, but never received. I told y'all, like, at the beginning of the year when I got my W-2 forms, when I picked it up in the house, it was opened. And I guess Alvin wanted to know if my inheritance was showing on there or not. You know, because they wanted to cover their tracks. They never wanted me to know about the trust fund. They never wanted me to know about the inheritance. It's beyond unfair. I remember trying to get a lawyer but couldn't afford one. I remember calling the FBI. They don't cover shit like that, really. I guess. I remember just trying to find help. Nobody would help me. It was almost like where you just fated to suffer. And that was like the strangest shit. Because my entire life I've always treated people well. I've never treated nobody bad, never had no ill intent. Never hurt nobody. I always showed people love, including them, especially them. Then I just decided to just leave. But that wasn't good enough. They needed to kill me. Turns out they sold my soul to the devil and had me scheduled to be sacrificed. But they failed on that mission. But that's not stopping them from trying to still do it. You know, Barbara lied in my face. That fake ass smile just mixed with a frown. Dirty ass bitch. And her punk ass son Jimmy. And Jennifer. And Alvin. Stealing my mail. I remember coming to the park, which was right across the street from the house, right? To visit my so-called friends. Alvin would bring my mail across the street and it'd just be a bunch of bills and junk mail. Never brought me that trust fund check. You know, they always kept that for themselves. Forged my name on it, put the money in overseas accounts, spent it amongst themselves for their own personal greed. And then didn't want me to talk about it because they didn't want to ever get caught. I mean, they've gotten away with it for what, 50 years? So they never thought that they would get caught. It's funny because my kid's mother was bought off. And to this day, she's trying to kill me. And she was supposed to be a twin flame. I bought her a house, proposed to her, we're engaged, only to have her cheat out all over me. And then run off to Africa and went and married some dude while abandoning the kids. So I took care of the kids, even raised her kids. And the thanks I get is her coming back with her African, and they both trying to kill me. Turned my kids against me. She was gone for months. Didn't contact or speak to nobody. And then came and kidnapped the kids from school one day. Didn't even know she was back. I came to pick up the kids from school, and the school even knew that she had abandoned the kids and needed to inform me before releasing the kids to her. But no, they released the kids to her. So when I came to pick the kids up, they were gone. And turned them against me, did spell work on my kids. To me, I just wonder what type of karma, do they deserve? The whole community, family, friends, thieves, liars, murderers, witches and warlocks. Couldn't have been my destiny. I'm trying to fix it. I will fix it.